this video, I'm going to show you guys how to crochet this very cute paw print mesh stitch. This is how it looks like. It is so cute and adorable. So let's get started. All you need is a color of yarn. I'm going to be using this plushy white yarn. We're going to start off by making a slip knot. To make a slip knot, you want to wrap your yarn around your finger and take it off. Then take any end and place it underneath the circle that you just made. Now you want to grab your hook and grab that loop that you just created and then pull tight. Now what we want to do is we want to chain 16. So we're going to yarn over and pull through. And we're going to do this 16 times. So I have made a chain of 16 and now I'm going to chain 2 extra. So 1 and 2. Now we're going to make a double crochet into the back bump of the third chain. So we're going to yarn over and now we're going to count the back bump. Although the yarn that I'm using is not really that practical because you can't see it. Just to clarify, a back bump is just when you turn your chain around, this is the bump that we're going to be working into. So not the top loop, also not the bottom V, but if you turn around, this bump in the back. I'm going to use my finger to guide my hook through it, and that's where we're going to crochet into, because when you crochet into it and turn around, the bottom is nice and flat, and I like how that looks. Into the back bump of the third chain. So this yarn is a bit fuzzy, so you can't really see it, but here is one bump, here's another, and here's the third. So into the third, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up. So we have 3 on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and once again, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to do this throughout the entire row. So we're going to make a double crochet row so that at the end we have 16 double crochets plus a chain 2. So one last double crochet, and then we're going to turn our work. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to be making 1 single crochet into the first stitch right here. So not into the second, but into the double crochet that we just created. So pull up a bit of a larger loop, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up, and yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to make a single crochet on top of that single crochet that we just did. So in between these 2 loops in the front. As you can see, there's one loop or string in the front, and then here's another one in the back. And then the same goes for the other side. We're just going to insert our hook in between that and then make another single crochet on top of that. So just insert your hook into the middle, pull up, and then pull through 2. Now we are going to be making 5 more double crochets, so a total of 6 double crochets, so to say, so including the 2 single crochets that we made. So in total, you should have 6 double crochets here. And now what we're going to do is we are going to be chaining 5. So we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are going to skip 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 5th, we are going to be making a double crochet. So again, we're going to skip 4. Into the 5th is going to be a double crochet. a double crochet, and now we're going to continue on the rest of the row and make 5 more double crochets. So you should have 6 on both sides and then a chain 5 in the middle. So this is 3, 4, 5, and then 6. We're going to skip the chain that's at the end. We're just going to ignore that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to turn our work around once again and then work 1 stacked single crochet into the first double crochet. So insert and then make a single crochet, and then insert your hook in between that single crochet and make another one. If you've noticed, that is how I make my turning chain. Obviously, you could also chain 3 and then do as you would, but I prefer a single crochet because it just looks better on your end result. So that's what I'm going to do. Now we did one double crochet, so to say, and now we're going to do 2 more. So now we have 3 stitches here, and now we're going to do 1 double crochet decrease. To make a double crochet decrease, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up, so we have 3 on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to yarn over one more time, insert, pull up, and pull through 2, so that we have 3 loops on our hook. 1 from the one that we just made, from the previous one, and from the previous one. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Then we want to chain 2, 1 and 2. And now we want to make 1 double crochet into the chain. So I'm just going to insert my hook into the loop and make 1 double crochet, like this. Now we're going to make 2 single crochets into the loop again. So make a single crochet and then another single crochet. And then we are going to be making another double crochet into this loop. So make a double crochet into that chain. And then we're going to chain 2 once more, so 1 and 2. We're going to place a double crochet decrease into the second stitch right here. So since we skipped a stitch here, this double crochet we skipped, we're going to skip one once more here and insert our hook into this one right here, so the second double crochet, but we're only going to do half of it. So again, only pull through 2 so that you still have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over once more and make another half double crochet, or like half of a double crochet, not a half double crochet. So you have 3 loops at the end, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through all 3 so that you have a double crochet decrease. Now we're going to finish the row off by making 3 more double crochets. And now you can kind of see it starting to form, the paw. Now we are going to turn our work once again and then make a stacked single crochet to start the row. So 1 single crochet and then a single crochet into the first single crochet. We're going to make 3 double crochets. So we're going to make, this is our first, and then we're going to make 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to make 2 double crochets into that chain 2 space from the previous row. So make 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space from the previous row. And now I'm going to chain another 2, so 1 and 2. Now we're going to make a And now I'm going to be making a crossed double crochet, which I'll explain, into the 2 single crochets here in the middle. So here are the 2 double crochets, and here's 1 single crochet and another single crochet. Here's the double, single, single, and then double. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the second single crochet. So here's the first double, first single, and second single. We're going to insert our hook into this one, not this one, but this one specifically. Insert and make 1 full double crochet, like so. Now we're going to yarn over and go back into the first single crochet. So we're going to basically go backwards. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that first single crochet, which is behind the one that we just did, pull up, so pull from the back, this is correct, and then make a double crochet. So this is a crossed double crochet. You basically work the second one and then the first one. Now we are going to chain 2 once more, 1 and 2, and then we're going to make 2 more double crochets into the chain 2 space from the previous row. So 1 double crochet and then another double crochet, and now we are going to be making 4 more double crochets to end this row, so no increases or decreases, just work into the 4 from the previous row. And this is how your paw print should be looking like. It is almost done. Now all we have left to do is the end. So we're going to turn our work and then make a stacked single crochet again to begin row 5, which is the last row. For row 5, after we did our first stacked single crochet, we're going to be making 3 more regular double crochets. So 3 double crochets so that we have 4 in total, so to say. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Now for the next 2, we're going to be making a decrease. So once again, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up, and pull through 2. Now we're going to yarn over again, insert, pull up, pull through 2, and then pull through 3. Now we're going to be placing 2 half double crochets, so a half double crochet into the chain 2 space. To make a half double crochet, you want to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up, and then yarn over, pull through 3. So we're going to do 2 into that chain 2 space. So again, yarn over and pull through 3. Now we are going to make 2 double crochets into the 2 double crochets from here. So the 2 crossed double crochets that we made. So make 1 double crochet and then make another double crochet. And now we're going to repeat what we just did. So 2 half double crochets into that chain 2 space. So 1 half double crochet and another half double crochet. And now into the next, we are going to be making a double crochet decrease. So again, we're going to insert our hook and make half of a double crochet, and then we're going to yarn over when we have 2 loops on our hook. And then at the end, we should have 3, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through all 3. Now we are going to be making 4 more double crochets that should be left here. So here's 1, 2, and 3. Wait, what? Oh yeah, 3 and 4. My bad, guys. This is off screen. And here you have the paw print. Isn't this so cute? Oh my god, I love it so much. And I can imagine that if you work it with like a smaller crochet hook, you wouldn't have these gaps, obviously. I just don't intend on keeping this, at least not like this in this format. Maybe in a scarf, and I would use a smaller crochet hook, but definitely not like this single slab. Honestly, I could imagine making like a checkered, so to say. So like here is one piece that is with the paw, and then here's another piece that isn't. So you would make a chain of 16 and then plus 16 so that you can do it over here. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. That is how you make a crochet paw mesh thing. This looks so cute, and honestly this would even work at the end of a proper scarf, so you don't have to make this all that many times. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hey friends, I am outside right now. I'm editing, but I just wanted to say that this pattern is not my own pattern. I actually found the original creator on Xiaohongshu. I was like scrolling, and then I saw like another tutorial with this, and then the creator of that tutorial tagged the original creator of this pattern. Just know that I'm not the original creator of this, and this is the person who actually made it. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that, because I know how like frustrating it is to find like just crediting in crochet is really difficult to do, because like Pinterest exists. Number one, Pinterest exists, and number two, it's like 2 people can come up with the same idea at the same time. it just happens, right? The world is so big. But yeah, I just wanted to say I'm not the creator of this tutorial. Well, I mean of this tutorial, yes, but not of this graph. Thanks so much for watching my video though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment what you're gonna do with it, and ignore the fact that I'm missing a nail because this always happens to me. I never have a full set of nails on. I don't even know why. My nail is actually in my pocket, so that's nice. Anyway, show and tell. I got a avocado smoothie. It's way too cold for this, but this tastes so good. Avocado smoothies are so good. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.